Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing a video giving my thoughts on who I think Negan will kill in his first appearance for the finale of The Walking Dead Season 6. Okay, and spoiler warning if you're not caught up, meaning if you have not seen the mid-season finale for The Walking Dead Season 6. So I got a new poster. Did you guys see it? There's a Christmas present to myself. Pretty cool. Poster for Season 6. So I enjoy that one. I like it. You got Morgan and Rick there, of course. Really cool. Just a cheapie. Got it from Walmart. So nothing special, but it's fun. Something to add the background. I like to change it up every so often. You guys know how it is. Like to remix it and that kind of stuff. Maybe I should update the trays at the back too, because those are the old ones, and we've passed all the storyline for that now in the TV series. We've gone through it all. So, spoilers if you're not caught up, but not really spoiler warning for the end of the season unless you don't want to know anything about it. So, what do I think is going to happen? What's the case? What are we talking about here? So, anybody who is not familiar with the Walking Dead comic book series, we have a huge character that's going to be coming up soon that we've been talking about a lot, Negan, who is kind of the big bad of The Walking Dead. I would rank him as the number one villain in The Walking Dead. I think at this point he's surpassed the Governor. He's surpassed... Alpha's pretty cool too. She's kind of our current comic book villain. We've had lots of others as well too, but none that are quite as much fun as Negan. Can't wait to see Jeffrey Dean Morgan play Negan in the Walking Dead. So we know now, it's been kind of released or leaked and kind of confirmed by him, not officially, but mostly, that we're going to see him in the finale of The Walking Dead Season 6. He's going to be his first appearance. Is going to be the finale. That's what we're going to see. And in his first appearance in the comic book series is issue 100 of The Walking Dead, which I have down there. And it's a huge character death, basically. It's a character, I won't spoil who it is. For those of you who've read it, no. Character from the very beginning of the story, very important character, and actually gets killed off by Negan in Negan's first appearance to punish Rick's group for what Rick has been doing. Now, we're even getting close to it now, because in the promo, when we saw the biker gang there, the little biker group, talk about all your property now belonging to Negan, all your stuff belongs to Negan. And so, what's going to happen with that? Basically, the comic book series version, we don't know how they're going to do it with the TV series, but in the comic book series, Rick's group kind of fights back against these little groups that are part of Negan's bigger Saviors group and kills some of them. So, to punish them, Negan basically goes, okay, you killed some of my guys, I'm going to kill one of yours, at least right now, to show you, who's boss here, to show you who's in charge, you show you my rules. As long as you follow Negan's rules, he can be pretty reasonable for the most part. Granted, he may spill some guts here and there, so it can happen. He's been known to do that and lose control a little bit here and there. But for the most part, he won't kill you all if Governor style, kill them all. He won't kill you all if you give him, half of your stuff, if you give him half or everything that you own or a good portion of what you own, and pay up to him, so to speak, like a mob boss, so to speak. So really fun character. We're going to do some more videos talking about him. But who's it going to be? Who's he going to kill off in his premiere if they follow the comic book series version and we see that in the finale? Well, the leak clip that we saw, it shows a point of view of Negan smashing someone with the bat, smashing someone over the head with a bat. So from point of view, so the camera's looking at it and the bat's like, boom. I've done some fun little, parodies of it, that kind of deal on the channel. So it's possible we may not even know at the end of the season. And it's one thing that we could see as a cliffhanger, just like the mid-season finale, where we don't know who he hits. Like, they have a certain amount of people that are kind of on their knees there, kneeling, so to speak, and he's got them. He's got a dominant position on him. He's got a lot more men, maybe let's say 50 to 10 or a dozen, and he's got them under control. And then he's going to pick somebody, eeny, meeny, miny, moe, and he's going to smash them. It's possible in the finale we could see a point of view shot where he smashes somebody, but we don't know who it is until season 7. So that's something right off the bat I want to mention. That would be something. So we may not know for a long time. But here are the people or the characters that I've seen in comments and I've seen in terms of the Walking Dead community online who seem most likely. Here's the characters we're talking about. Number one, I'm going to put Morgan. Character that, this guy right here. Been out for a long time. comes back, recently body slammed Carol, pissed everybody off. It's caused some shit. Is defending, scumbag that attacked the community and killed a whole bunch of Alexandrians. And, has had a lot of time this season. Flashback episodes, everything like that. Been a character from the beginning. Very important character. Now, they could go two directions with the Negan introduction. They could go with kind of a character that's not so important that Negan kills, or they could go with someone who's really important that Negan kills. There's been a character there for a long time. If they go that route, we're looking at probably someone like Morgan. I think he might be one of the most likely at this point. Then we got Daryl. Okay, so Daryl, too, of course, character that's been in the series for a really long time. Recently lost his crossbow. And, are we going to have two guys with crossbows? Dwight's taking it. Dwight's going to use it. Doesn't look like Daryl's going to get it back anytime soon. So what are we going to see happen with that? Are we going to see Dwight, come back in the series again soon in the early part of the second half? Seems likely. They got to have something happen with the story, and No Way Out with all the zombies inside Alexandria can't last the whole half season. So we're going to see something happen with that. So we've also seen some odd scenes with him that I've done a video talking about the foreshadowing. Are we seeing maybe the foreshadowing of Daryl getting his head smashed in, protect your head, the helmet type deal? Is that what that scene means? Is it foreshadowing for that? We've seen the one with, some other foreshadowing scenes throughout the series. Recently we saw the cookie being eaten by all the ants, that kind of deal. So, they throw in some little subtleties here and there that you can read into if you want to and predict deaths based on that. For example, the cookie and being eaten and Sam possibly calling for mom. We'll see what happens in the second half. We don't know. Unless, yeah. So I don't want to get into anything. I'll just stop right there with Sam. But we've seen some foreshadowing, we've seen some stuff like that, so we don't know. We don't know necessarily if that's what it meant or if it's something else. But I would put Daryl up there at this time because I feel like we thought he was one of the safest characters in the show, but now the platform's changed. So I put him up there with Morgan as one of the likely ones for if they're going to do a major one. Some other people think Carol. Maybe it's because Kirkman said she's like the safest character in the show, even more safe than Daryl. And that's why people think maybe he's throwing us through some kind of misdirection there and that actually she would be the one to be killed off. So we'll see what happens with that at the end. But I just can't see Negan killing a woman. It would seem very brutal, I mean, it was like, I know Carol is a badass and she's got the knife and everything, but it's like the same when Morgan slams her. It's like, oh man, son of a bitch. It's just got that stigma about it, like, a man killing or hurting a woman. It's the Peter thing, right? The Jesse thing. So, yeah, that's, I don't like that one. You guys have said it, I suppose it's possible. I just don't like it. Some people think Rick. I don't think so. I mean, I know there was the rumor about Rick possibly leaving the show. I just can't see it. He's the front runner for the show, and he's not in as much as he used to be. Like, he used to be in like every scene almost, the beginning first couple seasons. He's not in that many scenes anymore. Like, he is, but he's not always the front runner. You have certain episodes he's not even in the episodes. So, in a good portion of them this season for sure. So I think Rick is fine. I wouldn't worry about that. I think he's okay. Some other people think the Alpha Wolf, if he even survives for that long, I don't even know if the Alpha Wolf is going to survive that long. Plus, that'd be a small death. Like, who cares if he kills the Alpha Wolf? It's like, okay, yeah, cop out, easy one. We don't feel shit for that. At least most of us don't. Abraham, that's another character that could be a big death, because if he chose Abraham to kill Abraham, then that would be a big one, impactful, and the characters would be really pissed off about it because Abraham's been a really strong survivor all the way through. So I think that one, is plausible as well too. And then of course there's Spencer, who's also not too big, but because Deanna asked Rick to keep him alive, if Negan kills Spencer, it will be like Rick's failure, right? So, his word to her, his promise to her before she dies that he protect her only son or only remaining member of her family, that kind of deal, that would be pretty impactful for Rick if he did kill Spencer. So there's another one I think that could be likely. And aside from that, it's like unknown. Who else could it be? Everybody else is is possible, I guess, but I think these ones are the ones mainly right now to consider and to talk about right now, to think about. So in terms of which ones I think are most likely out of these ones, I'm going to go with Morgan, Daryl, and maybe Spencer. I think those ones make the most sense right now. Abraham, slightly, and then everybody else after that. I don't know. Anybody else would be pretty surprised or shocked if he did. I mean, you could throw in somebody like Aaron or somebody like that, but it would be like, not as big. It'd kind of be like a it's a character death, but it's not as big as if they killed somebody, Maine or Glenn or somebody like that. I think Glenn has survived past the thank you part, and I think he's going to make it now. I do think so. I think they faked us out, and now they've decided. It seems to me like they've decided Stephen Yeun is probably worth keeping around, long term. So we'll see, though. We'll see what happens. But plus, also, it might be a little bit too predictable if he did the same thing, if it was like the same character that he kills in the comic books as he kills in the TV series. Yeah, that would be pretty predictable. So let me know what you guys think. Write your comments below. You guys wanted to see this video from me, kind of updating my thoughts, giving my thoughts right now. It's going to change over time as we see the series go through and we see some kind of setups and things like that and what they're doing with the characters. Now that we have more context, that's who I think we're looking at most likely. You're looking at, like I said, Morgan, Daryl, Spencer, maybe Abraham, and then all the others fall in after that, I would say, is not quite as likely. Nobody like Michonne or anybody like that, I don't think. So write your comments below. Let me know who you guys think it's going to be. And if you like the video, you guys know what to do. Please thumb it up. Please do. Please don't forget. You can share. You can favorite. And if you're new and you want to subscribe, you want to see almost daily Walking Dead videos from me, you can go ahead and subscribe at the bottom left. That's it for this one, guys. I can't wait to see your comments. And we'll do a poll for this one. We'll post a couple comments. Thumb up who you think it's going to be. I'll post some names. Thumb it up or thumb it down on what you think, and let's see where everybody's at. Let's see what you guys think on who's most likely at this time. That's it for this video, guys. We'll see you again real soon. As always, it's Trev. I'm saying peace.